I got the H out today. H Turbo, you asked how it sounds? You tell me. Oh, I got the M out too. It's February, what am I thinking? 45 degrees Fahrenheit, about 7 degrees Celsius. It's time for a video. Pretty nice weather, and I have both tractors out, the M and the H, and I thought, what a good time to make a video showing the 5 differences between the H and the M. Okay, so you can clearly see one's bigger than the other. That is a difference, but I'm not really counting that necessarily, at least not yet. Now, both of these tractors were built in Rockford Island, Illinois, okay? Different years. This is a 1949. The M is a 1940. Both of these series, H's and M's, were built between 1939 up to 1953. Now in 53 they started the Supers, but we're not going to go into that today. Now, some of the main differences between the two of these. This Farmall H, okay, these are considered row crop tractors. That meant they were designed to do field work for crops. This is designed to pull a 2-bottom plow, which I will show you right now. Okay, this would be considered a 2-bottom plow. Each one of these mold boards, for you non-tractor, non-farm people, non-antique people, that's considered a bottom. And this is a 2-bottom, and this is what the H will pull, the Farmall H. The Farmall M is a 3-bottom row crop tractor designed to pull 3, so it'd be just like the plow I showed you with an extra bottom on it. Original price, now I don't know why they did this, but the original price for a Farmall H back in 1953 would have cost you $2,000. Now, I don't know what that equates to in today's dollars, but I'm guessing back in 53 it would have been pretty good money to make $2,000 in a whole year. Farmall M in the same year would have cost you about $2,400. Now you think, well, man, it's a bigger tractor, $400. You got to understand 1952 terms. You know, $400 could have been a third of your yearly wages. Right, the Farmall H has what's called the C152. That's a 152 cubic inch engine in it, and a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. And this has a 4.1 liter C264. Now that's 264 cubic inches, considerably bigger, and also a 4-cylinder. Now, what I found strange is both of these tractors, not these ones in particular, but they did testing on these tractors to find out the horsepower and different things like that. On the M, back in 1939 in Nebraska, you can see the belt pulley right there, and then in the back there's a PTO. Okay, back in 1939, they tested both, and they come out about the same, just a little over 36 horse. I think actually the pulley come out to be just like, I don't know, a quarter of a horsepower higher, but it was pretty much the same. Now on the H, they did not test the PTO. Now, these tractors came with a lot of options. You can see on the H here, there's fenders, wide front end, original. These are all factory options. Heck, even the lights were factory options. You could get these basic just with a hitch. Pretty sure a lot of guys did. They just got them basic. They were hitch tractors. You were going to pull stuff with them. That's it. But I found that to be a little bit odd in doing my research over the years. PTO and belt tested and belt tested. Now, having said that, you're looking at right around the belt, right around 26 horsepower. Then you come over here and that belt's just over 36. So quite a bit bigger engine. You're getting about 10 horsepower difference. having said that, okay, this is a 1940. Okay, I guarantee in what, 80 years, this engine has been rebuilt. Now, most people, when they went and rebuilt these, they put Super M kits in them. So they got a little bit more, little more suck and blow out of them. And that raised them up, a lot of them up into the mid 40s, low to mid 40s. So these they turned a lot of the M's into 45 horsepower tractors. And one day in a video, I will take this M out and maybe even the H. I know a guy that has a dyno, and we'll hook the PTO up to it, and I'm willing to bet that this doesn't dyno as low as 36, and I'm willing to bet it's over 40. Now, I don't know about the H. The H, I would expect to be right around that 26 parameter. All right, when you're talking weight, okay, this is not ballasted or anything. Right out of the factory, your H was gonna run just over 3,800 pounds, and your M would run just over 4,800 pounds. So you're talking about right around 2.5 tons. Now again, these are a lot bigger tires. Each tire's loaded. I'm gonna tell you that M 6,000 all day, 5,500 all day anyways. The H, probably 3875, say out of the factory. I'll bet it's probably right around 4, probably 2 ton. It's got the wide front end on there. That's probably 150 pounds and just some other variants. Now, if you look at that H, those front tires, those are 6/16s. And it kind of looks like it's doing a wheelie. But I'm here to tell you, it drove me nuts one day. I got this H on flat ground, level ground, and I put a level up on top of that tractor, and it was dead on level. Now, the guy I bought this M off of, he's actually on Facebook, and well, he's not on Facebook. His grandfather owned this, so he's gonna know a lot more about this. I do know a lot about it, but he's gonna know a lot more. In fact, he probably drove it as a kid. But they have this set up to plow and disc and whatnot. Now, on the other side, it does have the M&W hand clutch option. That option gave this M a live PTO option, which was great for, say, brush hogging. When you push your clutch in, just the centrifugal force of the blades spinning on that brush hog would keep that tractor going. And I know last video I talked a lot about safety, and one of the safety issues with these was not having the live PTO, and many people on these tractors ate trees and ditches and even took their lives in some circumstances. And so you can imagine, it only makes sense that this has the bigger engine, so it's going to have the bigger gas tank in it. And both of these are gas. They did come in a variety of, you could get these in diesel or gas. These came with gas, distillate, whatnot, but they're both gas just for easy sake. And you can imagine that the fuel tank on this is going to be bigger, and it is. That's a 21-gallon tank, and that's a 17.5-gallon tank. So even Steven, even up, that makes it all adds up as far as the weight and whatnot. In a separate video, I'll talk about the variants, the MV, the high crop, the MD, the different things, different variants. I'll even go into supers. I will have a couple of supers on the farm with the number series that come after this, the 300, the 400 and whatnot. So that's the difference. Those are 5 main differences. If you can think of any more differences other than those 5, put a comment down below as to what they are. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's keep this Farmall machine a running.